boy BloFly. The vet you ain't heard yet, you know what I'm saying? Blow, why don't you let the people know what you got going on, man? What's coming up?
Yes, sir, man. BloFly, you know what I'm talking about? It's real to real, you know what it is. Still representing that shit, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of shit coming, man. Working on a new project right now that I don't actually have the title for. I'm still kind of going over that in my head what I'm gonna name it, but got a couple of projects coming out. We got some classic shit coming out, you know what I'm saying? Some of these oldies but goodies, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Them for the son of what you need, you ain't heard yet, all that shit. We re-releasing that, you know what I'm saying? So and a lot of new stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I got about 5 or 6 albums worth of shit, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit is gonna be coming back to back, you know what I'm saying?
Well, while we got you, man, you know, we want to make sure we give you your flowers while you're here. You know what I'm saying? I always credit this man right here for being the one that started, you know what I'm saying, that real gangster street rap here in Dallas. I mean, that album came out, what, 95, 96?
Wait a minute.
Killer Cottonfield came out of what year?
Killer Cottonfield came out in 96. Then before the Son, my first solo album came out in 97.
97, yeah. So if y'all go back and look, man, there was a lot of what he was rapping about, everybody wasn't rapping about at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He kind of changed things and put it around. How does it feel to, you know, still be able to go out, people still recognize you, and you get recognition for not just being in the game, but your lyricism at the same time? How does that feel?
I feel real good, man. You know, especially at this stage in the game for me, you know what I'm saying? It feels good, the love that I still get when I'm out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know the history, you know what I'm saying, when they come to me and, you know, my story or whatever, so I get a lot of love, you know what I'm saying, when I'm out here, man, and I appreciate all of it, man, you know what I'm saying, all of it, man. None of that love is taken for granted. I appreciate all of it, man. You know
The other thing too, you know, that really shows that your character, who you are as an individual, a person, you always been with the same team, the same label for the most part.
Sure.
It's always been the real to real. Sure. What does that mean now to know that you started with that and you still standing on that here in 2021, 22?
I mean everything to me, man. Unfortunately, a lot of people that started off with me are no longer here with us in the physical, you know what I'm saying? You know, RIP to my boy 24K, you know what I'm saying? He started this shit, you know what I'm saying? He believed in me, you know what I'm saying? We took it to the next level, you know what I'm saying? And one of my biggest regrets is that he's not here to see, you know, he didn't make it to see it through. You know what I'm saying? It's for life with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I said that shit, I meant that shit.
Yeah. So we go back and think about the albums that you recorded. What was your favorite one? Your favorite one to record? Which one was that?
It had to be Death for the Son, my first solo, because that one there was like, for one, I was excited to be doing my own fucking first solo album. I was, you know, younger. I was on fire. I was hot. I was ready to just rap. 24/7, you know, just that time in my frame of mind then, it was just, you know, hungry, you know what I'm saying? I'm still hungry now, but you know, I'm older now, so you know what I'm saying? It's a little different these days, but just that first solo album, you know, the excitement going in the studio every time to record that, and the producers I was working with at the time, you know, Quint Black, DJ Snake, you know what I'm saying? Cat by the name of Rod, which is Quint Black cousin, you know what I'm saying, they've done the production on that album, you know what I'm saying? They was just starting out, we was all fresh, well, DJ Snake been around and made it Quint Black had, but, you know what I'm saying, we, you know, just be working with them, you know what I'm saying, and putting that shit together, and the excitement overall is just going in there, just ripping that mic up every night, man, I love that shit, so Death for the Son would have to be my favorite album. There was a lot of real shit being spit on that album too.
Yeah. I remember the first time I heard it was probably 97. Yeah. And then I graduated in 97 when I was in school. I remember taking it up there and giving it to everybody up there in North Texas, man. And people, first of all, the cover always caught people off guard, number one.
That cover was ill.
The cover made people want to definitely, you know what I'm saying, check it out. I remember being in the studio, and Pimp C was in the studio next to us.
Yeah, yeah.
And he walked by and saw that cover and said,
Yeah,
man, that's a gangster ass cover, man. That's a
Yeah.
gangster ass cover, man. The cover really caught people in, and the lyrics really kept people's attention throughout the whole thing.
I was locked in then after Pimp said that, man. Shit. That made my whole night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That made my whole night right there.
Yeah. But so just let's go back a little bit further than that. You have been rapping for a long time before that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, you know, before you did your solo album, you did I guess you call it a group album.
Yeah.
Or really, you know, if you look at the covers, introducing BloFly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So how was it to come out like that and, you know, have such a big success and then follow it up with, you know, kind of like your thing? Because, you know, in hip hop, that happens a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about Snoop. Snoop got his little shine on the Chronic, kind of introduced him. Then he backed over with his solo. You know what I'm saying? That happens a lot. So how was that a whole experience from the beginning?
It was cool, man. I started off with you know, a little cat out the South named COD. You know what I'm saying? And I was going over there recording at his house, and that's where I met Cotton at. You know what I'm saying? I had already kind of been hearing about Cotton a little bit before I met him. You know, he had his little solo project out at the time. So he fell over CO house one day and shit. He heard me in there going off and shit. And when I came out, When I came out, you know what I'm saying? He hollered at me like, "What's your name, bro?" You know what I'm saying? And I will admit, the nigga gave me the name. You know what I'm saying? I was going by J Love at the time. You know what I'm saying?
A much more fitting name if you know my name.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I was going by J Love at the time, you know, and I'm sitting there rapping about all this gangster shit, killing niggas and robbing niggas and getting full of that dip and all this old shit. So this nigga said, nigga, you need to call yourself Killer J, nigga, with that shit you rap about. So yeah, so right then and there, Killer J was born, you know what I'm saying? And as time went on, you know, me and Cotton did hoes get paid, bitches get laid, you know what I'm saying? And that got a lot of pub. That was on the PKO project. And then from there, that was the first song we did. And from there, you know, we had mutual partners in the South, so you know, we all kind of came together, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, y'all niggas need to do an album together. So, you know what I'm saying? So, seeing as that Cotton was already kind of, you know, had a
little buzz going.
Yeah, he already had a little buzz going, you know what I'm saying? He featured me on his next project, which was Killer Cottonfield. So, thus the name Killer Cottonfield's introducing BloFly. You know, that was my introduction into the game, really, because that was before my whole solo project. I had never done nothing but I was just rapping everywhere, pretty much until that point, you know what I'm saying? And I finally got in the studio. Yeah, we got in there and did that project, and Killer Cottonfield, that was a wild ride right there, man, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I remember when it came out, like, I was in high school when it came out. I think I was a junior in high school when it came out. And, you know, you go into a record store, you always looking for the new stuff all the time, you know what I'm saying? So we go to Sound Warehouse off of Poland in 67, and y'all had the posters up there on the little thing and everything, you know what I'm saying? So it looked like an official release, you know what I'm saying?
We was definitely
it looked like an official release. So I remember that really, they was like, damn, okay, they from here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I bought one. I remember writing to the number on the back, calling numbers on the back. But that's a whole nother story I get into. You know what I'm saying? My first introduction to real, but I remember watching y'all perform and all that kind of stuff, man. So it was a dope time. Now I've heard stories.
Yeah.
You know, I came in a little bit late, right when you dropped Death for the Summer, and we started really clicking up. But I've heard stories about the wild ride during that Killer Cottonfield era.
Yeah.
You know, clubs and fights in clubs and, you know, all kinds of stuff. Any stories you can remember that you can, maybe people don't know?
Well, I know we got kicked out of one studio because, you know, there was a lot of drug use going on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you had cocaine, you had water, you had weed, you had a little bit of everything, man. Shit. We done this in the booth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? in the booth. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't part of the whole cocaine thing, but you know, I don't knock
Each
my
his
niggas.
own.
Each his own. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
each
But
his
yeah,
own.
I definitely was smoking that dip though. Definitely loaded and full of
Dip
that
days,
dip
boy.
and that syrup and all that old
Well,
shit.
if you really from Dallas, boy, you was around back then, boy.
Yeah. Niggas was
I can give you some dip stories. You hear me?
Yeah. Niggas was doing
Get
drugs
some
of their
water
choice.
stories, man. Some wet stories.
Yeah. That's what it
Real.
was. You know, all my niggas kicked it how they kicked it. Niggas was doing drugs of their choice at that time. You know what I'm saying? And we all partied and we had a good time. And when we made that album was a real good time, man. That's you know, I hate it didn't work out the way it was supposed to, but making that album was fun and a bitch. You know what I'm saying? We got kicked out of several studios because we just didn't know how to act.
And I don't think people understand about that day was so different because you had to be out and about.
Yeah.
You had to do shows. You got to get CDs pressed up, get them out there. For that to be a success was I know that felt really good. How do you see the city has changed so much from back then? We all were trying to get heard, and we know how the politics was then. How do you think the city has changed from then to now?
It's changed a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? It's changed a whole lot, man. I mean, we had the different phases. You know, back then, when we came out, you know, it was just, you know, more gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we came up on. You know what I'm saying? With the, you know, the people we looked up to before us in this game. You know what I'm saying? So we took our own stories here in Dallas and just turned them into reality. You know what I'm saying? This gangster shit we lived through, we've been through, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And from that point, you know, we watched, you know, in my years, just watched a lot of different phases of the city. You know, we went from there to we went to the boogie where niggas was dancing every other record, you know what I'm saying? And now it's kind of slipping back into the gangster shit, but the youngsters kind of, you know, they carrying the torch now, you know what I'm saying, which is all good. I'm proud of all the youngsters around here that's doing their thing, man. You know, they ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? That's real good for the city, but yeah. The look is real good now, man. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, you know, keep that little corner over there open for the OGs to do their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, we still love this shit too. We like doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm proud of where the city is at with it right now. You know what I'm saying? I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good music coming out the city right now. Artists out here. Back then, you know, in my days back then, you know what I'm saying, it was a lot of niggas that had no motherfucking talent. You know what I'm saying? He was able to, it was easy to be the best rapper in the room back then, you know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, it was a lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying? But now, you know what I'm saying, niggas is, this new generation, all these little niggas going off, you know what I'm saying? All of them got good music, all of them got good production. Back then, we kind of struggled for the right nigga to get a good track from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're locked in.
Yeah. And a lot of niggas from back then still hard now. A lot of niggas that was producers back then still hard now too.
Yeah, it's true.
Still going hard now, making good,
but
nice music.
You can tap in with a producer from anywhere in the world right about now. You know what I'm saying? That's totally different than how you
with
used
this
to be.
internet thing, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have the internet back then. I mean, internet was on, but it wasn't like it is now.
It was coming on, but it wasn't like it is now.
It wasn't on social
media. It wasn't in
media.
your hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it is now for sure.
Yeah, you know, we pressing up CDs and, you know, getting posters made and all that, little flyers and all that shit. But, you know, you ain't got to even do all that now. You one click of the button, you can have all that just on your social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, if you had to give, like, any of those youngsters advice, man, I know several of them look up to you as I know. But if you had to give them any advice, what would it be?
I would just say keep pushing, man. If you're not there yet, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you really love this music, man, then don't ever stop. Shit.
One thing I heard somebody say, sometimes it takes 10 years to get that one break. You know what I'm saying? And especially like I tell all the older artists I find out, I've run into, man, keep doing what you do, man. The game still needs what you do.
Yeah.
As long as you stay in your lane, you can always ride your lane. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you try to keep up with everybody, switching lanes all the time. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's been able to really, only a few have navigated the switching lanes game. You know what I'm saying?
Only a few.
Only a few. But you really got to just stay in stay in your lane, do what you do.
Ain't you known fucker? Yeah, them same people that followed you back then, they gonna follow you right now to this.
Yeah, because I still listen to music, you know what I'm saying? And so I'll be wanting to listen to guys that I want to listen to, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate when they put something new out, or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it for sure.
Yeah, you know, we still listen to UGK and Bun B, and that shit'll never get old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Scarface, A-Ball, MJG, that shit'll never get old, man.
So what would you like to do next, man? I mean, you know, would you like to continue to put out more albums? You have a number, how many albums you want to put out, or what's next in your kind of evolution of your career?
Well, at this point, man, I want to look into turning Real to Real more into a brand. You know what I'm saying? I want to get, you know, some things jumping off with the clothing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to expand Real to Real as much as it can be expanded. You dig? I want to get it. You know, I want films, clothes,
right,
all that shit, man. Spirits. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit of everything.
All kind of merch, man. I want the Real to Real brand on all that shit, man.
Yeah, right on.
Not, you know what I'm saying? In the meantime, you know, maybe, you know, give me a couple of artists or something in the meantime, you know what I'm saying? Try to get somebody, you know, somebody that can continue the legacy, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a name, man. That's a name that's going to stand the test of time, Real to Real, man. Yeah. So, God forbid, even after I'm gone one day, whatever youngster I gave that torch to, he can keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Going and going and going. You know
it's definitely a legendary name, man. You know, it ain't too many labels. You know, back then there were a lot more labels here in Dallas, believe it or not, than there are now. A lot of guys are independent artists, they on their own, but you rarely see labels, you know what I'm saying? And with Real to Real have a chance to really make that a stamp or imprint for Dallas, you know what I'm saying? They know when they see that brand, they know they're gonna get some real shit out of Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I mean? Real to Real out of Dallas, so.
And real niggas know, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it ain't gotta be like, say, man, this shit is for life, man. This shit is eternal, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is eternal, my nigga. That's why I say, my nigga, in 2024, my nigga, 2050, nigga, somebody else should be carrying on this name, man. Yeah. This is forever, my nigga.
Right on.
On into the next century, my nigga. Right that's how far Real to Real is gonna go, man.
Right on, right on. Well, Blo, man, anything else you want to give the people, man, before we get up out of here?
Oh, man, that's it, man. You know, all my handles, man. Mr. BloFly on everything.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? IG, Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Snapchat, all that. You know what I'm saying? Mr. BloFly. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? BloFly on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Hit me up.
That's what's up, y'all. We'll tune in next time. Y'all just keep checking back with us, man.
Yeah.
Real to Real, Downstream Click.
You know what it is.